wife will surely be.
Hey, I know him. He's the curator. He works at the British Museum.
And Rick didn't know who it was? Also, how utterly ridiculously convenient that this kid not only knows who the bad guy is, but he works at the British Museum and is headed there right now to revive Imhotep. The heroes not only know who the bad guy is, but he's local. Also, it's never a good sign when your 8-year-old son grabs a picture of an older man you've never met and says, "Hey, I know him."
I don't mean to point fingers, but isn't it your job to make sure that doesn't happen?
The woman who is with him, she knows things.
This is some classic avoiding the question, and Ardeth gets away with it.
We have only 7 days before the Scorpion King awakens.
We have 7 days until something terrible happens, giving us just enough time to do something about it, but not enough time for us not to be stressed about it, cliché.
Whomever can kill the Scorpion King can send his army back to the underworld.
Wait, his army? I thought it was Anubis's army.
Channel
Let him get away with that
switched.
one time.
So that's why they dug up Imhotep, because he's the only guy tough enough to take out the...
Guys, they want the army of Anubis, but they need to awaken the Scorpion King to do that. So to counter the Scorpion King, they decide to exhume Imhotep, who shouldn't even be immortal anymore after the last movie. This is such a super bad plan that I'm ready to turn the movie off right now.
You have the sacred mark.
Well, that.
That mark means you're a protector of man, a warrior for God, a Magi.
We had fights with the Magi all throughout the first movie, and this visible tattoo on his wrist never came up. Did these people find both books and the key in the former city of the dead? Talk about finding multiple needles in a city-sized haystack. This time around, reading from the Book of the Dead wakes up every nearby mummy, but the first time it only woke up Imhotep. Later, Imhotep woke up some of the other mummy dudes. Also, apparently you don't even need to be at the ceremony to rise from the dead. I guess everyone should go check their local cemetery for zombies right about now. You too, Arkansas. Yep, I felt it too, Evie. This movie's just about to get all blue as the warmest color up in this bitch, isn't it? Isn't it?
A couple of years ago, this would have seemed really strange to me.
Rick, forget this strange stuff that's no longer strange really happened 10 years ago, according to this movie's timeline, even though it's only
Channel
years
switched.
between mummy movies. So we don't actually need a key. We just need some acidic liquid and a syringe. Open it up. Got it. Rick apparates onto the scene to ex machina the shit out of this movie. Why is this fucker still immortal? The end of the last movie made it clear more. Shooting this shelf of formaldehyde inexplicably causes an explosion. Jesus, how hard is it for you to mow all these dudes down, Ardeth? You have the high ground. They have no cover.
Well, I was forced to find an alternative means of transportation.
Did the bus driver leave his keys in the bus? Cone? Or did you and the 8-year-old beat up a bus driver and steal his bus? These mummies have to jump through brick walls, flatten cars, but can easily be stopped by a shotgun. Man, where were those when the other dude was... Mummies have exhibited super strength on several occasions, yet the fights with humans seem to be evenly matched.
Great driving, Uncle John.
Why are they stopping right now? Is it so the kid can get kidnapped? These dudes somehow stealthily drove up to the bus without anyone noticing and grabbed the kid, who, luckily for them, is standing in the perfect place for a kidnapping. Also, how did they even know where to find these guys? Sure, they're driving a double-decker bus that is now a single-decker, but they drove all over London during that mad chase scene. The bad guys were way behind. No doubt Rick loves his kid, but his love of needing a car to track the bad guys down should be greater. In the first movie, dry to get a tongue, eyeballs, and lips, but here he already has those things, and he hasn't killed anyone yet. In case you confused it with Cairo, Sri Lanka.
As powerful as he will become, he is still vulnerable.
I'm trying to pinpoint this act. Is he from Sesame Street?
It says there is one, the undead, who will kill all those who opens this chest.
Yes, and the creature will suck them dry and then he become whole again.
Please don't tell me that the rules of Imhotep from the first movie still apply to this one. That feels like a one-time deal, which required all sorts of ancient Egyptian incantations. And look, there's a process that needs to be followed for this chest to be cursed again, no?
If you...
10 will be just fine.
Is this dude unaware of the plan to make them open the chest, giving Imhotep license to kill them? Why not just offer them 50? They'll be dead soon anyway.
The sands of time have already begun to pour against you.
And luckily, the props department for this train sent me an hourglass to emphasize my point.
7 days do I have before the Scorpion King wakes up?
Did you also hear that if you do not enter the pyramid before the sun strikes it on that very morning, that the bracelet will suck the life out of you?
This story sounds entirely random, like someone threw darts at the wheel of plots.
My dad is going to kick your ass.
I'm upset at this line, not because it's stupid. It is, but I think I'm more upset that this kid is British.
Open the chest!
So does Imhotep just kill anyone who's nearby when someone opens this chest? Because he kills all of them, but Gareth over here is the only one who opened it. Imhotep, Spider-Man Origins. How many countless days did they spend finding this dude in his magic airship? According to this movie, it's about the same amount of time it's going to take the bad guys to get to their destination.
You're gonna get shot.
Rick, good guy, actually threatens this dude's life because he doesn't have the vehicle he thought that this guy had. All for comedy?
Are you there yet?
No.
Are you there yet?
No.
Are you there yet?
Movie bloats runtime with annoying kid behavior. Ah, Arnold Vosloo! Imhotep throws two random henchmen 20 feet in the air. How does this get Alex back? What purpose does this serve? Karnak. Alex managed to emergency stop the train at a city where they're supposed to stop anyway. Movie acts like Japanese sais were used in ancient Egypt. Clearly Imhotep knew someone that looked exactly like Evie. Yet when he meets her in the first movie, he thinks she is his girlfriend instead of thinking she's Nefertiti, a person he knew well back in the day. Now the affair between Imhotep and Anck-su-namun is even dumber. They did that in full view of the Pharaoh's palace. If these curtains could be drawn, why bother making out in the open? Movie continues the myth that you can catch somebody after they've fallen off the edge of something, and that you can avoid falling yourself after making such a catch. But really though, what the fuck is happening here? Did Anck-su-namun just pantomime stab herself like this is some high school black box show? Does she really have to do all this overacty bullshit?
Channel switched.
Can restore her old soul? Similar in general assholery to the original, so why bother?
And that's the reason why we found the bracelet.
Exactly. I was its protector.
Again, why didn't you start having these visions earlier then? There's some cosmic force that beckons you to protect the bracelet, but only a few weeks before the Scorpion King awakens.
This was all preordained thousands of years ago.
And how does the story end?
Only the journey is written, not the destination.
This is the exact same model used to write the script.
Alex left us his tie. They've gone to Philae.
8-year-old Alex can build 2-scale sand
User joined your channel.
ruins that are never seen by his captors.
User left your channel.
Alex was making his next sandcastle right at Imhotep's feet. Alex is really banking on this extreme ineptitude. Movie couldn't find a real river for Imhotep to get into, so they borrowed this fake one from a Nintendo 64 game. Well, if the first movie was any indication, this mummy-controlled water will be just like the sand and do absolutely nothing to stop the heroes. As illustrated here, the water hits the shit out of the airboat and causes absolutely no casualties. Not only did Imhotep needlessly chase them around with a giant waterhead, he led them right to the oasis. The last time we saw Loch Nah, he was right here, far away from where the heroes crashed. Imhotep looked satisfied they had killed them with amazing aqua. So how did it occur to him to run to the nearest cliff just in case the bird happened to
Channel switched.
fly by at this very moment? I mean, yeah, we know that he was wise to the bird way back in scene 24. And was probably
User joined your channel.
Kill it, but there is no way he got here in time to be in perfect position to kill Discount Hedwig. It is clear that Ponce de Leon was here to torture mermaids for their tears and drink from the fountain of... Anyway, back to the mummy reference. I've missed the last 5 minutes. What's happened?
Something is coming.
It's me! Movie steals the raptors in the weeds scene from the Lost World. He sliced his sword right across his face, but when we cut to him, his face, neck, and torso are all completely intact and bloodless. Gunfires, and the movie tries to make us think that one of the main characters got shot, but in fact it's the other guy who got shot by someone else off screen. Cliche. Also,
he's supposed to be over
Hello,
at the
would you mind?
at the red area.
Channel switched.
Bad guy this whole time. Movie completely ignores how the sunrise works and has the light chase them from behind instead of having it start at the top of the
Microphone
pyramid and
muted.
go down like a normal real-life sunrise. You know what? This bracelet. Its whole purpose is to wrap around somebody's wrist, take them to several different locations just to show them the next location, and then what? The Scorpion King awakens no matter what, and you don't have any control over him or his army. Then, when you get to the place where he supposedly rests, the bracelet detaches. What's the goddamn point? Also, stupid kid throws the bracelet somewhere in the dirt instead of simply hiding it somewhere, thereby leading to more unnecessary plot complications. With the power of Imhotep and Anak, they could easily kill these humans right now, but decide not to because of it would be charitable to even say reasons. I'm starting to think that no one in this version of the universe has blood. Movie is really wasting our time by making us think Evie is going to die from this, to the point that it will require 13 seconds of dramatic dissolves to sell the illusion. You are mortal, you dick. No, I'm not letting that go. I've probably sinned this more than 3 times already, but f*** it. Based on this movie's special effects, I'm not sure if the movie wants me to think these are actual scorpions or shadows of scorpions.
You're too late, O'Connor. I have released the army of Anubis.
Why does the army of Anubis get released by wearing the bracelet and sticking your hand into this scorpion statue? Remember, Alex was wearing the bracelet, and when he got to the pyramid, the bracelet, like an asshole, detached from his
Steven?
If Alex wanted to release the army,
Hello.
he would have had to put that...
What are you? Without a gun?
Just needs to admit they had no idea what the
God.
bracelet's powers are or the army of Anubis arrives in some nondescript
Don't
area
pick
that
him name like that if it's gonna. What caused you to have that name? Seriously?
Honestly, it's actually my real name.
Is it actually your real name? And you're in America?
No.
No, you're not. Oh, you're British, aren't you? Yeah, it's a good thing you're not in America then. He's got a gun! That's my fucking surname!
Don't love me.
Oh, imagine you be the cop over there. Oh, that would be perfect. Hello, I'm Sergeant Gunn. It's got the gun! Shit.
Where's gun? What?
OC now, bitch.
Yeah. Someone mishears you over the radio. Say it cuts out your first part of your name. Who's that on the radio? Gun. Where's he gone? Where's he gone? Oh god, shit. No, it's not 11.99. 11.99. Go, go, go. Now the entire police force rock up to you. I didn't say gun or anything.
You mean the exact symbol that Jonathan had to figure out from the last?
No, it's not as bad as Wake.
Amazing. Also, why is Anok still fighting?
I'm just very unimaginable.
Channel switched.
In fact, it's downright unbelievable this trained warrior hasn't killed him yet. This Scorpion King is brought to you by the Industrial Light and Magic
User left your
Submarine
channel.
Evie started out just receiving a flashback here and there from her previous life, but now she is suddenly endowed with all her former self's combat skills. I need to bring you up here to the ceiling of my lair and tear you to pieces. And do it down on the floor, or just ignore you and keep fighting Rick, because dismemberments are so much fun. Oh man, there's more army headed this way. Bet they're way better than that last army that was thoroughly defeated.
User joined your channel.
10 minutes left, so you know these assholes are going back to the underworld before these guys have to fight them. God damn it. Really? Rick is just gonna walk up to a carving that has a picture of his tattoo and the spear his brother-in-law's been carrying around and give him step-by-step directions on how to kill the Scorpion King? I want to go home too movie, but at least I'm trying. It's kind of amazing this was acceptable back in 2001. Like, they released the movie.
User joined your channel.
Thank God this scene was in slow-mo so that Rick could catch the spear in midair. Rick clearly falls into the underworld and is lost forever in this shot, but by the time it gets back to him, he's somehow hanging onto the ledge by his boots. I wouldn't be shocked at this point if they told me that there was a prophecy that foretold that Rick would be wearing tar-laden boots while fighting the Scorpion King, and that they activate near underworlds. 9. If someone defeats the Scorpion King, they don't get to keep the Oasis for themselves or anything. It triggers a complete self-destruct, forcing our characters to run some more. This skilled fighter is thwarted by a pratfall into a tub of scorpions that are inexplicably staying in their spot. The Mummy Returns CGI budget was clearly in the black after rendering the Scorpion King, so they blew the rest of the money on this sequence, an 8-ball, and some hookers. This pyramid has a lone upper floor exit, just in case you're caught inside while the Oasis is getting sucked back in. Deus is Machina. This sand explosion didn't bring down the dirigible a second time.
We seem to be made to suffer.
User joined your channel.
Seems to me like we need a magic carpet.
User in your channel timed out.
You are your father's son, but I know something you don't.
But I know something about you. You went to Cranbrook. That's a private school.
User entered your channel. User joined your channel. User left your channel.
Everybody's favorite genius, billionaire, playboy philanthropist has saved the world many times over.
Well, you're not wrong.
Both by himself and alongside his fellow Avengers. But even if you're aligned with good, it doesn't mean you always do good work or make the right choices. Tony Stark has proven that as much as he's a superhero, he can also be a supervillain. Before we begin, remember to click the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos. It's free! Who doesn't love free? When he cloned Thor. You know how the story goes. A universe-shattering war broke out after the New Mutants, who are untrained superheroes, inadvertently caused the death of 600 civilians. Public opinion of superheroes turned against them, and sides were drawn around the Superhero Registration Act. The Registration Act mandated that all superheroes must register with the government. Iron Man and his followers believed the SRA was a way of legitimizing their work, but Captain America and his team saw it as a form of indentured servitude and a severe invasion of privacy, since registered heroes were required to reveal their real names. During Civil War, the tide of history was on Tony Stark's side in our post-9/11 world. In trying to do the right thing, Tony made a number of highly questionable decisions.
Give me a break!
One was using a strand of Thor's hair, which he'd saved after the first ever meeting of the Avengers, to
User
clone the
left your
believed to be
channel.
dead superhero.
No hard feelings, Point Break. You got a mean swing.
Not only would the real Thor have seen this as a violation, this construction of genetic and cybernetic
User
material
entered your
lacked
channel.
the Asgardians' moral center. During one of the most brutal fights of the war, the clone showed up, kicked pretty much all the butts, and then blew a hole straight through the chest of Bill Foster, aka Goliath, killing him in an instant. When he
User left your channel.
Illuminati, there's no denying that this one falls under the banner of more than just Tony Stark. But the whole thing was his idea. Sometime after the Skrull-Kree War, which nearly destroyed the Earth, it occurred to Iron Man that had the superheroes
User
of the
left
world
your
worked
channel.
closer together, sharing information and resources, they might have stopped the war before it began.
Isn't that the why we fight? So we can end the fight? So we get to go home?
So he called together a meeting of himself, Doctor Strange, Reed Richards, Professor X, Black Bolt, Namor, and Black Panther, and the group met privately in Wakanda. There, he proposed his idea. Anytime a really big issue came up that could affect the entire
User
world,
joined
they
your
would call a
channel.
meeting and collaborate to find the best possible solution. Dubbed the Illuminati,
User
they would
left your
operate in
channel.
secret, known only to one another for years. It sounds okay on the surface, but it would only be a matter of time until an issue came up that would require them to undertake actions with very sketchy morals. And they would be performing these unilateral actions while keeping everyone they know and love in the dark. In the words of Black Panther, who
User
refused
joined
to
your
sign on
channel.
with the group, you just decided all by yourselves that you are the Earth's protectors, and that you, and only you, not your teammates and family, are trustworthy enough to include in the process.
User joined your channel.
When he built a superhero prison. Back when Tony Stark, Reed Richards, and Hank Pym were supporting the Superhero Registration Act, they brainstormed a list of big
User
ideas.
left your channel.
Supposedly, there were 100 of these ideas, and each one was meant to make the world a better place that people could feel safe in, with ideas for things like the environment, global poverty, defense, and more. The only one of these ideas that's ever been identified as such is number 42, which was a massive prison built in
User
the
left your
Nebula Zone,
channel.
in a weird alternate dimension that the Fantastic Four visit to hold supervillains.
I'm doing what has to be done.
The problem was that once the prison was built, Iron Man and his super-registered pals used it to hold unregistered superheroes and known villains. Captain America led a massive prison break at the climax of the Civil War, with every captured hero, and even some of the villains, escaping to join Cap's side of the fight. After the war ended, they abandoned Prison 42. The law may have been on his side during the war, but it's hard to get past the feeling that putting your friends in a maximum security prison in another dimension, which Susan Storm described best as a hellhole, is just a crummy thing to do. Very few of the people in prison there actually deserved it. The time he kidnapped an Inhuman. One of the most recent examples of Tony Stark being bad comes from Marvel's famous Civil War storyline. At the outset of Civil War II, a new Inhuman surfaced with the ability to see the future. This new hero, a college student named Ulysses, was immediately added to the Inhuman society, but Tony Stark had a hard time accepting Ulysses' predictions at face value. No one would listen to his concerns, which were based on the fear that Ulysses' own opinions and biases could alter his visions. When Tony's best friend was killed on a mission that was inspired by a new vision from Ulysses, the situation was more than he could stand. So he did the logical thing. Logical, that is, if you're Tony Stark. He broke into the Inhuman city Attilan and absconded with Ulysses.
User
against
left
the
your
young man's
channel.
will. It provoked an international incident, naturally.
I don't care.
But all Tony cared about was figuring out how Ulysses' brain worked. He ran some scans on the boy and tried to provoke a vision by frightening him.
You seem a little defensive.
User joined your
Predictably,
channel.
It didn't end well for Iron Man, who was stopped by a huge group of his friends. It's mostly played for laughs in Civil War II, but you can't deny that taking someone against their will is not just wrong, it's against the law. When he let himself be evil, Once upon a time, a bunch of heroes and villains had their
User
personalities
joined your
inverted.
channel.
Everyone took on traits that were opposite of those they'd always had. The X-Men decided that mutants should drop all that trying to live peacefully with humans business in favor of ruling over them. Deadpool became a pacifist called Zenpool.
What the language?
Dr. Doom tried to turn Latveria into a democracy. Tony Stark was among those affected, and the result was a return to the greedy capitalist he'd been before becoming a hero.
Apparently, I'm volatile, self-obsessed, play well with others.
He moved to San Francisco and modified the Extremis virus into a drug, accessible via a smartphone app, that anyone could use to make them beautiful, highly intelligent, in perfect health, and forever young. Much to everyone's surprise, at the end of the app's first day, its trial period was over. But if people wanted to continue their Extremis-enhanced lives, they would have to pay Stark Industries $99.99 a day. Admittedly, most of this wasn't his fault. The magic spell that was cast was beyond his control. When a counterspell was activated, Tony used a shield in his suit to protect himself from reverting to normal. That was his fault. This new, immoral Tony Stark's adventures were chronicled in the pages of Superior Iron Man, a 9-issue. It ended when Pepper Potts exposed his activities.
User joined your channel.
77 doing penny for about 10 minutes.
From the original Iron Man movie, most fans might not even remember this. Before he became Iron Man, Tony Stark manufactured and sold advanced weaponry to anyone who'd buy.
What do you say to your other nickname, the Merchant of Death?
That's not bad.
The business was started by his father, Howard Stark. When his parents were killed in a car accident, Tony inherited the company. Some might argue that selling weapons is evil in and of itself. Everyone else might at least agree that not discriminating in who you sell them to can only lead to malevolent consequences. To be fair, Tony also expanded Stark Industries into a technology manufacturer of all kinds, such as personal electronics and forward-thinking scientific advancements. Despite this, weapons sales continued, and it was during one of these sales in an active war zone that he had the famous accident that led to his captivity and subsequent construction of his first Iron Man suit. If you can believe it, even this life-altering incident didn't cause him to see the light. Tony actually planned to manufacture his Iron Man suit en masse and sell it to the public. Imagine the devastation that could have been caused. Fortunately, an incident of theft finally made him realize that millions of people walking around in their own weaponized suits of armor might not be the bestest idea ever. When he was a cyborg killing machine, a 2011
User in your
crossover
channel timed out.
miniseries, and some requisite tie-ins, introduced Marvel fans to Earth 11326. This miniseries was Age of X, a reality where mutants were considered dangerous and evil, and had been hunted to near extinction. Even superheroes in the Earth 616 storyline who would be defending mutants against persecution hated them. Their once defenders joined the hunt. A team of Avengers on Earth 11326 was tasked with stopping mutant threats. One of them was a character who called himself the Steel Corpse. This was Tony Stark, a mysterious figure whose body had been bonded
User
to his
left your
armor
channel.
via some kind of disease, which of course
Channel
mutants
switched.
were
Channel
known for.
switched.
Making matters worse, the suit was literally eating him, consuming his body.
User
thanks to
entered your
said
channel.
disease. The Steel Corpse spoke in an odd fashion, combining both a computerized voice with a human one, resulting in a particularly dark sense of humor. By the time Age of X took place, he was already more machine than man, being described in the comics as unstable. That's an understatement to say the least. In his first appearance, just after Captain America had arrested a mutant, Tony forewent justice and killed the guy on the spot. When he destroyed alternate Earths. Over several years, writer Jonathan Hickman conceived of and executed a long-term storyline that found alternate Earths throughout the multiverse colliding with one another, resulting in the annihilation of both. Over and over it happened, and it wasn't long before Earth 616 was threatened by one of these incursions, as they were dubbed. The Illuminati, faced with an impossible choice, had to figure out what to do when the incursions threatened Earth. What could they do but try to preserve their own Earth, even if it meant destroying the one that it was on a collision course with? But how could they possibly destroy an entire world and the billions of innocent people living there? To protect themselves and their world, they chose genocide. It was a fateful decision that led to the collapse of the multiverse and the events of Secret Wars. How many Earths did they destroy to save their own? It's not clear if Marvel ever put a number to it, but it's safe to assume that it's somewhere over 10. Quite possibly a lot over 10. Maybe they did what they had to do. But Iron Man certainly didn't act alone. As far as villainy goes, destroying entire inhabited planets is pretty...
Be advised, this is Paulie Plus. I'm going to be transporting the prisoner to Labukazi.
We have to go back to Civil War again for our source material in the matter of Tony Stark's villainy. After the Superhero Registration Act was passed and a whole lot of superheroes went underground with their heroics, Iron Man turned
Microphone
to the
activated.
Thunderbolts
User
to
left
track
your
down those
channel.
heroes and bring them to justice.
Can you help a brother out?
And not just any Thunderbolts. He stacked the team with the worst, most bloodthirsty villains he could find.
32 radio check.
The very notion of
Loud and clear.
to do good is one that's been touched on many times in comics and movies.
User joined
The
your channel.
morality of it is open for debate, but this instance was a little different. The best example of this is probably what happened to Spider-Man.
User left your channel.
Spider-Man. Having seen the error of Iron Man's ways, Peter Parker decided it was time to jump ship and join Captain America's side of the debate.
User joined your channel.
Tony didn't let him go without a fight, though. Spidey managed to get away, albeit with some injuries, but that was nothing compared to what happened when Jack-O-Lantern and the Jester were assigned to track him down. In the ultimate irony, two of the Webslinger's own villains were lawfully hunting him, fighting him, and gravely wounding him. He would have been killed had the Punisher not intervened. When the Illuminati exiled Hulk. One of the earliest actions the Illuminati group did is arguably one of the worst actions they've ever taken to date. While no superhero team is perfect and may come together with good intentions, there's always the potential for bad ideas. Exiling Hulk is one of those bad ideas. Under pressure from S.H.I.E.L.D. to find a solution
User
to the
joined your
Hulk
channel.
problem, after the big green guy decimated Las Vegas, Tony called a meeting of the elite superheroes and made a drastic proposal. He suggested that they find an uninhabited world somewhere in the cosmos, put the Hulk in a spaceship, and launch him away from Earth and toward that planet. There, he could live out his days in peace while the people of Earth would be safe from his rage. It didn't go quite as planned. Namor alone objected to the whole idea, pointing out that Bruce Banner was their friend and colleague, and that it was wrong of them to do this to him. He and Tony had words and fists, and ultimately Namor walked away from the group before warning them that one day Hulk would return seeking revenge, and he would be in the right to do so. A few years later, he was proven correct.
Well, you're not wrong.
We all know that even the best of us can have a sliver of
User
darkness.
joined your channel.
When one of Marvel's most notable defenders of good is shown to have been a villain numerous times, it can make you question reality. What do you think of Tony's dark moments? Was he ever justified? Let us know in the comments below, and remember to like and share this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching. We all love Deadpool, right? The fast-talking, foul-mouthed, offensive, and always humorous Canadian is a mainstay in Marvel these days, becoming one of the most profitable films in its genre.
Yeah, it's me, Deadpool, and I got an offer that you can't refuse.
But despite his popularity, there are still a lot of facts that people get wrong about the Merc with the Mouth. Be sure to subscribe to our channel before we get started, though, in order to get awesome videos like this one every day right on your homepage.
Double wedgie achievement unlocked.
Origins. It's safe to say that the word origins has become something of a dirty word within the superhero fandoms. Despite being a smash hit in 2016, the Deadpool movie was, at the end of the day, another
User left your channel. User joined your channel. User left your channel.
And how it is he got into
User
the
joined your
famous red suit.
channel.
By now, you should know his cinematic origins.
Call me Deadpool. It rhymes with no school. Too cool, ain't no fool, and I'm the best that there is at what I do.
Wade is diagnosed with cancer, and with the help of some shady experiments that awaken his mutagen gene, he becomes Deadpool. Much like the Joker, though, there isn't a definitive origin tale for Deadpool. In some versions, Deadpool is part of the same Weapon X program that spawned Wolverine and Sabretooth. In another, Deadpool merely steals the identity of Wade Wilson from T-Ray, one of Pool's longtime enemies. In short, there seems to be no concrete answer to Deadpool's origin. So much so that Deadpool himself stated that his origin is completely contingent on whoever the writer is on that particular
User
arc.
joined your
The cancer
channel.
arc from the movie is pretty compelling, but knowing he's from the same team as Wolverine and Sabretooth sounds like the more awesome origin story to us.
Fourth wall break inside of
Spotty.
That's like 16 walls.
The voices in his
Spotty,
head
be advised,
are
we're going to be
his
transporting
joined
the
your
prisoner
channel.
from the UC to the SC Lubbock. I'm going to be 10-7 for lunch break.
You'll know that the Deadpool on the big screen is missing a critical element of his persona.
Pool 70 transporting one prisoner to the
jail at SD.
User left your channel.
Administrators were able to make it seem like Deadpool had many different personalities and would result with Deadpool arguing with himself. But now what if we were to tell you that Deadpool isn't actually talking to himself? The comic decided to give a reason to the multicolored speech bubbles in order to bring Deadpool's insanity down a few notches. In Deadpool number 28, it was revealed that the white bubbles were actually those of Dr. Bong, Howard the Duck's main villain, and the yellow ones were actually Madcap, a bottom-tier Captain America villain. What are your thoughts on this reveal? Do you prefer the idea of Deadpool talking to his subconscious, or do you like that D-tier villains took over his mind?
Leave it look in our general direction again, and you will learn the worst.
User joined your channel.
Some hard spots too. That came out wrong.
He has a sense of morality.
User joined your channel.
Deadpool can be a bit of a jerk sometimes, whether it's dispatching of Ajax without thinking twice, egging Dopinder the cabbie to do terrible deeds, or turning bad guys into kebabs. Despite his questionable ethics, though, Deadpool actually has some sense of morality.
With great power comes great responsibility. That's not very clever.
Wade Wilson has some clear
User
rules
joined
that
your
he
channel.
will not violate. First off, he has a clear do not harm children rule in constant effect. He personally decides to go after the X-Force when they take out Apocalypse, who was currently in the form of a young boy. Despite the threat, Deadpool was blinded by his own rule and morality. He also has a zero policy rule on abusive individuals, often resulting in the Merc with the mouth beating the living snot out of anyone who steps out of line.
Don't you ever take anything seriously? Forget rules! Forget that these shiny sticks are swords and hop right on!
This was heavily alluded to in the Deadpool movie when Wade Wilson chomps down a pizza while intimidating a young man of being dangerously close to one of those infamous beatdowns.
I love you, Wade Wilson.
You're supposed to, so that's a...
Yes! Woo! Yes!
His softer side, when he isn't blasting DMX, making human kebabs, and doing other inappropriate actions, Deadpool may actually surprise you with his softer side. This may come to a surprise for many, as this is the same character who likes to egg Wolverine into acts of violence and went after Ajax because he wanted some of that sweet, sweet revenge. In short, Deadpool can often be perceived as an assassin with zero manners, but when he puts his mind to the task, he can actually be a total softie in his own special kind of way. He's extra protective around kids and has even taken a few of them under his wing to pass on his unique skills and knowledge. We're not sure if that's the right move, but at least the kids aren't in any danger. Deadpool also went out of his way one time to make sure a young teenage girl remained in the land of the living after she was attempting to end her own life. How about that? In typical Deadpool fashion, though, he recruited that teenager to help him on a dangerous mission, but at least
User
something
joined
like
your
that helps
channel.
distract one's mind from the dark thoughts.
What I have done.
Deadpool isn't a complete ripoff of Deathstroke. There's no doubt that Deathstroke is one of DC's
User entered your channel.
He appears in the CW's Arrow show, as well as being rumored to cameo in the upcoming Justice
User
League.
in your channel
Deathstroke
timed
is
out.
a world-class assassin who's an ace shot and has excellent sword skills and wears a colorful and awesome mask. Wait, that sounds familiar.
User left
Yes,
your channel.
Deadpool has often been compared to
User
Deathstroke,
left your
and the
channel.
film's creator, Rob Liefeld himself, stated that the character was meant to be a subtle nod towards DC's famous villain.
Nice to see you kept my color scheme when you copied my suit.
User left your
Am I like the
channel.
idol? Never heard of you.
But even though the inspiration behind Deadpool started with Deathstroke
User
in
joined your
early
channel.
concept phases, the same can't be said for the in-universe concepts. Initially, Wade Wilson was supposed to be a weird clone of Wolverine embedded with the DNA of Spider-Man. Furthermore, Wade Wilson's behavior is the furthest thing from the cold, stoic, and calculating behavior that Slade Wilson exhibits. So while these two mega popular characters have similar combat skills and builds, once you get down to the origins of the characters, personality, and traits, these two are honestly anything but similar.
So what's it gonna be, huh?
You have 32 trying to catch up to a Camaro speeding by cinema,
User joined your
heading up
channel.
towards Clips now.
Deadpool likes to talk.
Be advised, it was also blaring music out of the vehicle when I drove past it.
Can't stand him though and refuses to work with him. Deadpool does seem like the kind of character who would want to go into any mission alone. He'd be free to do what he
Do you need
wants,
help catching
whoever
up?
gets in his way,
No,
while
I've got
blasting
him pulled
whatever
over. We're
music
gonna
he'd
be
like, and, of
at
course,
truck
talking to
stop
himself.
right at the T intersection. Truck stop.
Nobody's getting hurt.
Can I get one
You might be
additional up
surprised
here
to
just
hear
in case
that
he
Wade
runs? I
Wilson
don't
has
think I'll
actually
be
been
able
a
to
part
catch
of
up to
dozens
him
of
if I'm not in
superhero
my
team-ups,
vehicle.
and has even had a few sidekicks over
David
the
44 is
years.
already
Some of
en
the
route.
sidekicks include Hydra Bob, Blind Owl, and Weasel.
I go with you.
Might be a distance away because if he sees me, he'll probably freak out that we're doing a felony stop. Do
Do you want me to pull up right behind you?
Stay back at
Colossus, Captain America, and of course, Cable. Cable will join
I can
Deadpool
tell
in the
you if he
sequel in
tries dipping out on
2018
me.
and will be portrayed by Thanos himself, Josh Brolin. We really hope that in Deadpool 2,
Okay, could I... Where are you again?
I'm at truck stop.
The character's sitting on a gold mine there.
Just stay back by cinema.
Copy.
Are you in a Mustang? Well,
No,
whatever,
I'm
it
in a
doesn't-
Charger.
I'm gonna make contact. Morning, sir. I'm Senior Deputy John Grayson with Fish Island Sheriff's Department. Do you know why I pulled you over today?
Speeding, sir.
I'm sorry?
For speeding?
Yeah. I collect you back there going 70. It's a 30-mile-per-hour zone back there, okay?
I know.
Okay. Do you have your license, registration, and proof of insurance?
Do.
Okay, just go ahead and hand that over. Okay, Mr. Greeny, go ahead and sit tight for me. I'll be right back with you in a minute, okay?
I'll just sit there.
Okay, other unit with Mustang. We realize we don't have much gas for a chase. Can we get another additional over to truck and trailer so that we can refuel?
Yeah.
David 32, he's being pretty compliant. You guys should be able to hold off. It's fine.
Copy, thank you.
Okay, Mr. Greeny, here's your information back.
Thank you.
Okay, so today you are going to be getting a ticket because you've had one previous warning and one previous ticket for it. It is going to be a $250 ticket.
Right.
Okay. If you want, just go ahead and step out of the vehicle without any weapons or anything like that, and we can just take care of the signing and everything back here.
Sure thing, man.
If you agree with the ticket and you wish to sign it, go ahead and sign on the bottom there. If you do not wish to agree with it or sign it, we can take it to the route of a traffic summons, which means you'll go to court. You'll show a judge why you shouldn't have to.
Need a
User joined your channel.
Someone tried calling me, so.
Oh, okay. Okay, there you go.
Oh.
Okay. Just go ahead and yep. You're free to go once I turn off my coaches, okay?
No problem.
Have a nice day.
Do, sir.
David 32, show me code 4 from that traffic stop. Oh, son of a bitch. David 32, I have a Crown Victoria speeding back behind fire department on the back roads by Old Coast Guard base. I'm going to be trying to catch up.
David 44 is refueling.
David 32, show me out on a white Crown Victoria by the T intersection by fire department heading towards Old Coast Guard base. 1 times occupants, no additionals needed.
User left your channel.
Officer.
Just for advantage for you, McFish's is open, but it's got only limited stock, so if you need food, get it while you got the chance.
Hey, officer. Good morning, sir. I'm Senior Deputy John Grace with Fish Island Sheriff's Department. Do you know why I pulled you over?
$100
guess
per
I was
burger.
going a little bit too fast.
Yeah, I got you back there going 68 when you
68.
pulled by me. Yeah. You have your
Just-
license, registration, and proof of insurance?
Yeah, I'll give you my ID. There you
Okay.
go. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, Mr. Hukers, am I saying that right?
Jens Heukers. It's a Dutch name, so.
Okay. I apologize in advance if I mispronounce it, but go ahead and sit tight for me, and I will be right back with you in a minute, okay?
That's fine. User joined your channel.
Okay, Mr. Hukers, here's your information back. Today you are just going to be getting a warning, okay?
That's so much appreciated. Yeah, I was in a hurry because I just had a deal, and since I was a little bit poor, I finally had like a lot of money, so I rushed to the bank. Maybe I pressed the pedals a little bit too much, Which,
Well, just remember, you're going to take up a lot more time if you get into a traffic stop with us, which you will if you go speeding by us, than you will go on the speed limit. Because you probably would have been at bank already if you were going the speed limit. So.
Yeah, probably I was. I'm very sorry, also. I won't do it again.
Okay. It is 30 up and down this road. I don't know how new you are to
User left your channel.
the island.
It is my first day on the island, but I already actually figured it out. But I was just like, I have to get this money on the bank, and I didn't think, so I just went.
Well, again, just remember,
User
it'll take a
left
lot
your
longer.
channel.
If you get pulled over by us, then it will just go on the speed limit. So.
Exactly. All right. Thanks a lot.
You're gonna be free to go once you turn off my lights, okay?
That's fine.
Have a nice day, sir.
Nice day. User left your channel.
David 32, showing code 4 from that traffic stop on the White Crown Vic, returning 10-8, Lubbock. Subject cab.
Flop. User left your channel.
User joined your channel. User left your channel.
This is David 32. Where did you say that gas was at?
Repeat last.
This is David
User
32.
joined your
Where
channel.
was that gas reported at?
I can confirm there's no gas at Lubbock impound.
I thought I heard somebody call out over radio that there is gas somewhere.
There's food, not gas, but then again, Dan Vellucci just took the rest of the food, so...
Is there...
Yeah, there's no more food here.
Okay, I'm just gonna place
Hey,
one.
John.
Okay.
Okay, that's that there. No, Gomez.
Hey.
Hey, man.
4.
There's the was on the
Okay.
User joined your channel.
Alright. That out there. Hello.
Hey.
Welcome to McFisher's.
Are you the one making food?
I sure am. Can I take your order?
What's your pricing on them?
User joined your channel.
$100 per burger.
Would you be able to do 25?
Oh no, sorry, that's no. That's that is like asking for £1 billion from me.
What are you able to do?
Well, I've got. Hang on, let me have a look at my menu.
Forget I ordered 3.
Yeah, you ordered 3, so I've got. Right. Well, I can. No, actually, I've got an order for 15. Right. If I go to the food processing, I can do a lot more. It's just salad that I'm lacking in, but I've got enough lettuce. So yeah, I can probably do 25 for you. It would take quite a while. Just because, as you can see,
yeah.
Radio check.
I'm not.
Hold on, clear.
Any ongoing situations at this current moment?
Right, this is really fiddly.
Negative. Hang on,
Got
I've
it?
got my key.
Right, officer, this is
User
yours.
left your channel.
You got right.
User joined your channel.
Yeah, I've got
User
my
left your
key.
channel. User left your channel.
So we've got salad there. Burger bun. Disappeared. Wonderful.
User joined your channel.
Jacob, you're hot micing.
It's on its way now. Right, I'm getting faster now.
Ready? By the end of the day, you'll be so fast that you can do 25 burgers in a second.
Obviously. Right, there you go. Thank you.
Spotlight 80, show me back in service.
David, for 41, show me back in service.
Div 32, same traffic.
User joined your channel. User left your channel.
Honey boy.
Okay. Cooking up the food.
User in
You
your
know,
channel
can't
timed
you?
out.
Huh?
User joined your channel.
Some patties by the fort.
Oh no, it's fine. I was just seeing what the ambulance was doing here.
Yeah. Patties.
Thank you. Thanks, man.
Tomorrow morning.
Have a nice day, man.
Hey, you too.
David 32, showing 10-7 for lunch break at Sheriff's Department.
User joined your channel. User joined your channel. User left your channel. User left your channel. Joined your channel.
Radio check.
User left your channel.
Channel clear. Adam 1 coming on duty and available.
This is probably showing a traffic stop of the black Tahoe at the clinic.
User joined your channel. User joined your channel. User disconnected from your channel. User joined your channel. User joined your channel.
SD. We have found a abandoned SD car on the beach bearing 040065. We're going to check it out now.
Copy that.
David 41's in the air, I'll go investigate with him.
Is it unlocked? I'm just about to take a look now.
Adam 1, I believe that was my Mustang. Left there
No,
yesterday, got
it is
wrecked.
locked. I'll give
User
you
joined
the
your channel.
number plate is ETRXUHU. If you need that again, it's Echo Tango Romeo X-ray.
David Boy one's on the scene.
Adam 1, is that a Mustang on the beach?
User left your
It is
channel.
indeed in sheriff livery.
Copy that. I believe that was my car that wrecked yesterday. I did not have a wrench.
User in your channel timed
Yeah,
out.
it's gonna run the plate now. I'll let you know in a couple of seconds.
Paul 75 to Gary.
Adam 1, send traffic.
Can you do me a favor? Can you tell me who did my code 3 order?
Wait one.
Does anyone know if there's been a tsunami since last night?
Indeed.
David 41, Henry 1.
Henry 1, send traffic.
This is indeed your Mustang.
Copy that. Is it still immobilized?
It looks drivable.
User joined your channel.
Copy that. I'm here at SD Lovick if you wanted to scoot me up and bring me over there so I can drive back.
10-4, Henry out.
User left your channel.
This is Paul Henry 5-1. Can anybody spare handcuffs, a taser, and a taser mag so I can go on duty?
This is David 44. I got 2 extra handcuffs.
Copy. I'm getting currently shuffling my vehicles from impound to storage. I'll meet you over at SD if you can.
Copy, I'm in route.
Over.
User joined your channel.
Sam, let's go. Get your car.
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
It's probably show me busy for a little bit.
User left your channel. User left your channel. User joined your channel.
Where was the unit that needed some stuff over at Lubbock?
I just finished shuffling my cars back and forth. I'm going to head over to Lubbock SD now.
Copy, thank you.
User entered your channel. User joined your channel.
Are you okay? Are you out of fuel?
Adam, I'm just fine, sorry.
No problem.
Hey, which one of you needed this stuff? Oh, here. Hey, there you go, Mr. Green.
Do you need the
Adam 1, do we have any officers with a surplus of food?
I've got a whole bunch of food. I'm currently at SD Lubbock.
This is Cap 23. I have 81 cooked patties if anyone needs them.
Copy that. Adam 1's en route to SD Lubbock.
Oh, I buy patties in like 200s and I sell them. Or no, I don't sell them. I buy the patties in 200s and I cook them.
Wow. It's impressive, Brandy.
Who needs a
There you go.
lethal? Oh, Justin, how many handcuffs do you have? I need some.
Only got one extra.
Oh,
There you go,
fuck.
man.
Brady, you said
There
I
you
had
go.
extra. You could give me a taser.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
like
use
six.
handcuffs that much. I
I
can
have
get
like
2 more.
six. They keep multiplying, so I have like 6 of them right now. I have 5.
Here's another handcuff.
There's a oh, I'll take that handcuff.
There you go. Do you need one more, Zach? There you go.
Yeah, here, I'll grab one. Now I should have 2 handcuffs.
Only thing I don't have is taser mags.
I can't spare any of those. I'm running low too.
What does it take to make them?
I think plastic.
I think they're pretty cheap to make.
I have 2. I have. Let me see. I need to make sure. I have 3 extra tasers and 1 extra lethal if anyone needs them, because they keep multiplying in my shit. No one.
And they need some taser mags. Okay. Alright, well, I think we're done.
User in your channel timed out.
Congratulations on becoming sheriff. Good job, man. Brandy has some.
Brandy? Brandy.
User joined your channel.
You have 81, so I'll take like 75. No, I don't know, just like a couple.
User left your channel.
I don't need that many. It's gonna be like 6.
I could spare you some too. There you go.
Give me the burnt ones.
Yeah, I know, but it's been taking me a while because I have to cook them. Got 40 currently. I know, but it's like every single time earlier today when I tried to cook some, I gotta get called somewhere else. Alright, well, you ready to get going, Jacob? Well, Brandy, Mr. Uber, it's nice seeing you guys.
Yeah, you be safe out there, okay?
Mr. Green. Ah, goodness, I can never say your name right.
It's Brandy.
Brady.
Brandy,
Every single
yeah.
time, yeah. His name, seriously, where I know a couple people named Brady, Brandy, and that's why I always get confused, because like he's like one of the first people I ever met named Brady instead of Brandy.
Does anybody have any food that they can spare? I'm behind.
Brandy does. Brandy's got food.
I can't see though. Like I shouldn't even drive in this condition.
I can give, yeah, I can give you some too, man.
User in your channel timed out.
Dimitri Freeman's on island. That's always fun.
There you go. Oh. Wow, good job, man. Oh my. uh, actually, I'm glad that I'm seeing you guys, because something that I've noticed a lot with a lot of bank robberies, we actually have on the government rules that all parties are supposed to announce themselves, and there's not supposed to be like even if there were people hidden up in the apartments, like they're supposed to announce themselves. But whenever we have an officer go up to the bank to negotiate, they never bring that up. So all the people who are hidden everywhere just get away with it. Uh-huh. Well, that's the thing, like we never ask them to like introduce like all of the parties there. Never do that. Ooh. Yeah, we should, yeah.
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
Why are you on the ground? You don't know.
User left your channel.
Yeah, sorry to keep you waiting. Oh well, I'm very happy to see you too. My ride along here is getting a little bored, so I gotta get going. Ooh. Yes, sir. Alright, come on, Jacob. I'll see you later, Mr. Uber. Where these people are just gonna run into me. There you go. Oh.
User joined your channel. Channel switched. Channel
Fuck
switched.
this shit, I swear.
User joined your channel. User left your channel. User joined your channel.
Wait, who is that?
David 32, radio check.
Sound clear.
Show David 32 back on.
David 44 plus 1 doing a speed trap at Lubbock Cinema.
CG to SD.
Send it.
I just want to let you know there's an abandoned ST vehicle here at Clothing Factory.
Copy that, thank you.
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
Who doesn't love the super terrifying yet awesome symbiote Venom? He can attach to anyone and instantly
User left your
Adam 1,
channel.
does anyone know if there's gas in Lubbock?
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
Last I checked, there wasn't any gas in the Lubbock impound.
There's a lot of these abilities that give Venom the upper hand over Spider-Man. Want to know what they are? Watch this video to find out. Before we get started, don't forget to make that subscribe button your symbiote. It attaches you to be part of the super awesome CBR notification squad and keeps you up to date with all the cool videos.
Come on, you hate Spider-Man. Both of us do.
The Venom symbiote can evolve. One of the coolest things that sets the Venom symbiote apart from our wall-crawling hero is the fact that it almost always changing and adapting to its environment. And most importantly, its host. That's why we're able to see so many versions of Venom. Over the years, Venom has seen numerous changes, and it's become more accustomed to fighting Spider-Man and various other heroes and villains. Does this mean its skills are adapting also? Well, yes. After merging with its host, the Venom symbiote has the ability to gain that person's unique powers and abilities, even their intellect. Theoretically, if Venom were to bond with all the heroes in the Marvel Universe, it could become pretty much an unstoppable monster that would cause havoc all over the world. Its knowledge of every one of its host's fighting styles and powers give it insider information that is invaluable in the heat of battle. Venom basically
2.1 from out, so it's 5 minutes.
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
Venom hasn't done that quite yet, but since it's initially bonded with Spider-Man, it grants anyone it bonds to afterwards his abilities, plus any additional alien abilities it carries around.
I really need to be with Aunt May. Sure, we'll see each other soon enough. Bye.
User joined your channel.
Fluctuates based on how much its host hates Spidey. This is certainly one of the strangest powers of the Venom symbiote, but depending
User
on
joined
who
your
it's
channel.
bonded with, Venom's power increases or decreases based on how much the host hates Spider-Man. Since Spider-Man's initial rejection of the symbiote, it has a festering resentment to the web-slinger, thus granting more powers and abilities to hosts that hate Spider-Man.
User joined your channel.
Misery loves company, but it sounds like resentment does too. You see, when the symbiote bonded with Eddie Brock, it had a full range of powers and abilities that make Venom a worthy adversary to Spider-Man. That's because Brock has an intense hatred for Spider-Man due to some professional conflicts at the Daily Bugle.
When are you gonna give a guy a break?
You want forgiveness?
and the symbiote sensed it and wanted to bond with him. It seems that Venom has an I-hate Spidey sense that attracts it to people who hate the beloved webhead. However, when Mac Gargan bonded with the symbiote, its powers were significantly weakened, and Spider-Man suggested the reason was because Gargan didn't hate him as much as Eddie Brock did. Spider-Man was able to defeat this version of Venom swiftly, and it posed very little threat to him. Venom generates endless webbing. Depending on which Spider-Man canon you follow, this is a bit of a toss-up. In many incarnations of the Spider-Man story, he generates his webbing from his body, and this was a part of the powers he acquired when the radioactive spider bit him. In other versions, Peter Parker develops web shooters on his own via scientific experimentation, and on several occasions his web cartridges have run out, leaving him falling from the sky, rocketing toward the ground. Heck, even in the Sam Raimi films, he also runs out of the webbing when he begins to doubt his powers. Case in point, the web slinger sometimes runs out of web to sling. So sad. But guess who doesn't have to worry about running out of webbing? That's right. Venom never has to worry about this issue, as the symbiote suit can generate endless webbing for his host, letting that person fly carelessly through the city without worrying about how much webbing they have left.
Whoa! My suit has cruise control!
It's a gift that some iterations of Peter Parker wish to have. Unfortunately, if Venom uses too much of this endless webbing ability, it can cause the symbiote suit to weaken, leaving it vulnerable to attacks.
Peter Parker. No, wait. How about that guy from Aerosmith?
Venom can shapeshift. Almost all depictions of Venom have shown him having this power of shapeshifting. This power allows
User
the
joined your
symbiote
channel.
costume to mimic all sorts of clothing, making its wearer endlessly stylish. Endless webbing and stylish clothing. Venom
User
doesn't
left
seem
your
too bad,
channel.
right?
User
Well,
joined your
except for
channel.
Venom's undying resentment and
User
turning
left
evil
your
to
channel.
evil. Oh yeah. Not only can the symbiote mimic clothing, it can also mimic certain statures and postures.
But not only does the suit bond, in time it replaces,
allowing its wearer to blend in seamlessly with whoever is nearby. This is another excellent power that Spider-Man lacks. It allows the symbiote's host to look fashionable if it wants, to blend in with the rest of society, or even transform into a completely different person. Imagine all the hours you'd save choosing an outfit or buying clothes. Spider-Man needs to discreetly take off his suit in order to blend in with society.
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
This is actually a power that Spider-Man enjoyed while he wore the symbiote suit himself. We wonder if he second guesses giving up the symbiote sometimes.
Can't. Not yet. There's some things I have to take care of first.
get rid of it!
I need it!
This ability is invaluable, especially coupled with Spider-Man's inability to detect Venom. This means that Venom can blend in just about anywhere, and Spider-Man wouldn't suspect a thing.
Come on, Venom. That's the best you've got?
Invisibility, camouflage. To go along with the ability to mimic clothing and statures, the Venom symbiote is able to mimic its surrounding environment, thus making it invisible to the naked eye. But wait, does this mean Venom can be invisible too? That's exactly right. This is especially useful once you consider that Venom is impervious to Spider-Man's spider sense, so any of Venom's users could surprise the wall crawler with a sneak attack at any moment from any place. Totally not good news for Peter Parker. Spider-Man is pretty much limited to his street clothes.
Give it 32, show me out on the traffic on a black and yellow Camaro by fire department. One time's occupants, no additional need. Morning, sir. I'm Senior Deputy John Grayson with Fish Island Sheriff's Department. Know why I pulled you over?
Pedal to the metal.
Yeah, just a bit. You have your
Yeah, what
license,
was I doing?
registration, and proof of insurance?
Yeah, sure, there you go. Oh, hold on. Hey, boss.
Okay, Mr. Malone, go ahead and sit tight for me, and I'll be right back with you in a minute, okay?
Blaming.
Adam 1, be advised there's about 40 gallons of fuel at the dealership gas station in Lubbock.
User joined your channel.
Okay, Mr. Malone, here's your information back. Today you are going to be getting a
Thank you very
ticket because you were
User
well
left your
over the
channel.
speed limit. You are almost double the speed limit. I clocked you going 57 by me. Okay? It is going to be a $250 ticket. And
Fine, I can pay that.
Do you have any weapons on you?
Yes, I do.
Okay, is it a concealed carry?
Correct.
Okay, just go ahead and leave it in the car, and then go ahead and step out, and we can get this ticket dealt with out here.
There's a dumber.
Okay. If you would like to fight the ticket, we can go.
Can we come here? Because I don't feel safe doing it on the road.
CG.
User
I got
joined your
hit by
channel.
that car there.
If you would like to, we can go the route of a traffic summons, which would mean you have to appear in court to fight why you shouldn't get the ticket. We would fight why you should. So on, so on. If you do agree with the ticket, go ahead and sign at the very bottom, and put a date of birth right next to it. Okay, Mr. Malone. You're gonna be free to go once.
£250 gone. Is gone now because pay for my family.
Huh?
£250 was going to pay for food for my family this week.
Adam 1 going to be
Just
off
gone and
pounds
took
for
it.
about 5 minutes.
Well, if you weren't speeding, sorry, man, but
User
if
left
you were
your
going,
channel.
you know, less than almost double the speed limit, then I would have given you off with a warning. But you were going almost double the speed limit coming around the corner. So.
Molly, show me back in service.
You're gonna be free to go once I turn off my lights, okay?
Dodger. Bob's your uncle. Jimmy's the Savile. Come on, turn her off, turn her off, turn her off, turn her off, turn her off.
Pivot 44 plus 1 doing a speed trap over by clinic.
Copy that.
David 32, show me code 4 from that traffic stop on the black and yellow Camaro, returning to speed trap by Sheriff's Department.
User joined your channel.
David 32, I'm going to be checking out that bank situation.
User joined your channel.
This is David 32, can I get an additional down here to bank?
Pull something in route. What's going on?
Right up to Steel Mill, sir.
I'm sorry?
There's a. You ride me up to Steel Mill.
I'm probably going to be staying in Lubbock for a bit, man.
Right.
But I got to check this out.
The bank vault is open, man. What the hell?
Hell?
Man.
You ride me up to Lubbock.
User left your channel.
Ride me up to
User
Steel Mill.
joined your channel.
Sadly, I gotta wait here. I'm purchasing a car soon, so.
What car?
A F-150.
Dave 41, show me back in service.
David 32, bank vault is secure.
Yeah, to cash my paid. I can get out.
Nice car. What car is it? Oh no, it's a Camaro. Isn't it?
Chevrolet Camaro, yeah, correct.
Hey. This car is
I'm
easy
selling it.
150,
I'm
doesn't
selling
it? 50 grand, right?
Hey, dude.
What's going on?
Okay, so it was sitting there open, but I don't know what was going on with it. So,
Officer
I just
who
shut
went
it
by
off.
clinic, do you have your code 2s on?
We should be good.
User joined your channel.
Anyone?
Are we allowed to drive this on, or the slick top?
I've been authorized.
Hello.
What?
You have to get a supervisor to authorize you.
I want to ask you something. Can meet on private if you
That's
want.
God.
Sure, mate.
Supervisor isn't just sergeant and above, or?
You going to
Well,
Steel
sergeant
Mill?
authorized me, so.
Okay.
No, I'm not, mate.
Oh,
Sorrow.
damn it.
Hello.
Give you $1,000 if you do.
Sorry, mate, I'm not heading up there.
Course MP's on scene.
David 32, go ahead and cancel additional spending filters secure. I didn't see any other suspicious activity around the area. We can go ahead and call
User
this
left your
report.
channel.
I'm gonna ride up to fucking steel mill so I can go grab my
Jump in my car.
Where's your car?
Wanna do it here, there, or at Dorkapish?
Is it private or is it?
It's faction related, so.
Well, I'll just park in Tucker Hill, just so we're off the side of the road.
So if I want to, anyone who needs fuel, seems like the
User
gas station
disconnected
next
from
to
your
the
channel.
car dealership in Lubbock's working.
David 44 plus 1 pulling over a code 3 truck over by clinic. No additionals required.
Who authorized you?
Grayson.
What?
Not Grayson. Fergus.
Fergus?
Fergus O'Donnell.
Oh yeah, I asked Brady. That was a fucking mistake, because Brady's a hard ass.
It's because I wanted to drive a Crown Vic, and he only had two. He had the light bar model and the sleek top model, and he wanted to drive his light bar, so he authorized me to drive this until I get my own.
Oh, so it's
I'm
just
getting light bar
temporary.
models. Yeah, it's only temporary until I get my own.
User
natural
left
light
your
bar
channel.
version.
Damn it.
I wish it was permanent. Trust me.
Oh,
User
that'd be
joined
fucking
your channel.
amazing.
I know. See you in a bit.
See you, man.
Okay.
Oh, no, that's not meant to be playing. Hold on, I can't even move. This is zombified. Officer, can you drag me out the car, please? I can't even do anything.
User left your channel.
I can't even do anything.
Materials or blend in with something like a Spider-Man mural, something that's highly unlikely to be around in more than one specific place. Or people would have to develop cool cloaking skills like Miles Morales, who is the new Spider-Man. This power gives Venom a huge amount of reign over Spider-Man. You simply can't underestimate the power of surprise when it comes to attacking an opponent, especially when you have so much awesomeness going for you.
If Venom's off the disabled list, then so am I.
Venom can help its host regrow limbs. This following ability is one of the most ridiculous and impressive powers that the Venom symbiote has. Believe it or not, Venom actually has the power to regenerate the lost limbs of its host.
Course MP's attempting to challenge someone on a white Crown Vic, trying to speed up to it.
A war veteran who lost his legs in combat. This is something previous incarnations of
He's taking the shortcut towards the GOC on the rocks.
something as evil as Venom help anyone out? The answer is actually pretty simple and actually pretty selfish. Once bonded with Thompson, the symbiote's instincts to protect its host kicked in and gave Thompson legs once again so he could fight against evildoers as the heroic Agent Venom. So Venom only helps out its host in order to help itself out. Sure, Thompson needs to take a
I've got him here pulled over. He's mining.
with him, but it helps him walk once again. Spider-Man has never shown such an ability. While Venom and Spider-Man have accelerated healing abilities, Spider-Man has never once lost a limb and subsequently regrown it. This is a power that is unique to the symbiote and can come in handy for people who are yearning to have their lost limbs back again. Venom can morph its body into weapons. Ah, symbiotes. Marvelous creatures, aren't they? Learning about all the cool things Venom can do makes us wonder, what can't Venom do? One of the prevailing powers Venom has almost always had is its ability to transform its body into various weapons. This ability was popularized by Venom's offspring, Carnage, but the original symbiote certainly has this power as well.
Sorry, did you say Carnage? Is that like a family name or?
The alien life form can transform its limbs into
This is Sam 23 plus 1 back in service.
This ability would certainly come in handy when battling different opponents across the universe. Having the power to turn your arm into an enormous axe is a skill that many people wish they could have. Luckily for the people bonded with the Venom symbiote, they can do just that. Unfortunately for our hero, Spider-Man is not shown to have this same capability.
Yikes! Whoa! Didn't know you could do that.
In fact, he sometimes runs out of his primary weapon, which is webbing. Get it together, Spidey. This ability gives Venom the edge in this category. We're really starting to think that Venom might just be a superior life form when compared to Spider-Man. How the heck does he even beat this unstoppable thing anyway? Oh yeah, fire and sound, right.
Because of course, we were you.
Genetic memory. As previously mentioned, one of the coolest things about the Venom symbiote is that it can remember the genetic information of all its previous hosts, thus also passing on that person's ability to the next host. For example, after the symbiote bonded with Spider-Man, every host afterward could crawl on walls and shoot webbing, which is why Venom has Spidey's abilities. After bonding with Eddie Brock, every host afterwards has access to his supreme strength, and maybe a little bit of Brock's bitterness too. This is
User
why the
left your
people or
channel.
things that wear the symbiote are immune to Peter Parker's spider sense. The Venom symbiote remembers how the spider sense works and negates its effects. Interestingly enough, the Venom symbiote isn't immune to Ben Reilly's spider sense, since his is different from Peter Parker's. It seems like the symbiote is taking its obsession with Peter Parker to the most extreme, but hey, rejection can be tough, right? However, if bonded with enough superheroes and villains, the Venom symbiote could become an unstoppable machine that harnesses the power of everyone it has ever come in contact with.
We're now part of a life force that has existed since the dawn of time. Imagine what you've turned down, Parker.
Luckily, the Venom symbiote's memory of these powers was partially erased, making it somewhat less powerful. If that hadn't happened, though, who knows how insane Venom could have gotten.
Well, look who's out of the anemone.
Breathing underwater. One of the more ludicrous powers the Venom symbiote has exhibited is the ability to
David 44 plus 1, code 4 with last traffic stop.
mermaid. Until then, we learn about all the cool attributes we hope to see in the Venom film, like his power to breathe underwater, which is shown.
Does anyone have a tow truck that they could lend me or let me borrow?
That the symbiote could protect its host from drowning. Seriously, what can't Venom do? Since the symbiote wants to keep its host alive at all costs, it somehow found a way to keep Eddie Brock from drowning while underwater. While the comic doesn't specifically explain how it's able to do this, you just need to accept it as fact, okay? That's some great comic book logic.
User
for you
disconnected
right
from your
Spider-Man
channel.
even questioned the ability and got no explanation for it. We know the struggle.
David, so you want to show me out with that stock vehicle? It's going to be bike clinic.
Since Peter Parker was unable to breathe underwater. Yeah, apparently breathing underwater isn't one of the abilities the radioactive spider granted him. Go figure.
We have massive infection, multiple GPI and FSI viruses. They're coming in from remote nodes. They're going for the Colonel.
Venom can enter itself into the internet. Okay, this is possibly one of the most 90s storylines in comic books in recent memory, but on the plus side, the 90s
How would
are
it
back in
partner?
fashion. After the advent and
How do you
subsequent
do?
rise of the internet, many comic books integrated the World Wide Web into their storylines, and this is perhaps one of the most bizarre examples of that. In the story of Carnage
Partner?
Unleashed, Carnage
You
began
there?
entering itself into the internet to
shit.
kill various
My
people.
pills.
Boy, plus 1 missed call for that traffic stop.
Venom
partner,
decided
you
that it
busy.
must step in and put an end to its offspring's killing spree. So Venom then uploaded itself into the internet, and the two symbiotes did battle on the information superhighway. Sure, this story is incredibly bonkers.
David, so you want to show me catching up with a sports car heading past the Bug Breakers FD.
Onto the internet and fight his enemies digitally like Venom and Carnage can. As a human with flesh and blood, it's just not possible. Though many people question the plausibility of Venom and Carnage entering themselves into the
He's gonna be
internet to
heading
do battle,
straight
it is
back
still something
towards
that happened, and it's still something Spider-Man can do.
I'm gonna
case
assist on
closed.
So I've got him. Gonna wait for a better area to stop him.
Crazy things Venom can do that Spider-Man can't. Know of any we missed or have a favorite one? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe
Advise
to the
CG.
to be part of our notification squad.
Yeah, this Coast Guard.
Thanks for watching.
That is Coast Guard?
Yep.
User joined your channel.
When it comes to superheroes, one of our favorites is the web-slinging friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Peter Parker donned his Spidey suit and used his tingling Spidey sense for years. That is until Miles Morales came around and took the title. What makes Miles Morales so cool? Watch our video to find out. But before
The thing is, if I wasn't Coast Guard, I would actually make a dash for it. Since I'm Coast Guard, I.
Dave, one vehicle final stop going to be just on the Coast Guard entrance road. Vehicle plate is going to be Echo Mike Lima, Call Golf Quebec Mike.
How's it going, buddy? How's it going?
User joined your channel. User in your channel timed out.
Your day today, my son.
The reason I put it wasn't because of the manner of your speed, it was the manner of your driving on that corner where the vehicle was stuck.
Vehicle was stuck.
Where the, you know the corner by Flint, where that Dodge Ram in the middle of the road? Stuck?
Yes.
You came pretty close and then you swerved pretty hard to avoid us. I was just wondering what was going on there.
To be honest, I don't know. I'm just gonna be truthfully, I have no idea what I was doing. Yeah, I don't want another ticket. It'll be my second ticket of the day.
What was the first ticket for?
Eden.
Well,
I was testing out my new car. Like, I got my new car the other day, and I was only testing it out. Like, not the other day. I only got it today, so I was.
User in your
out.
channel timed out.
Well, I've got to see what the speed is, because there's nowhere else I can actually test the speed without doing it illegally, like on the runway. I can't do it on the runway because I'll just get screwed over.
Oh, you can't do it on the road either.
I was only going 10 over.
On the beach.
So yeah, I can do it on the beach because that is my jurisdiction.
Isn't it?
It is that, but then it might get involved with your supervisors if you came across us. Which I don't think we both want. So, one moment.
User entered your channel.
So if anyone else still taking me on a ride along.
He just has one previous ticket. I inserted it earlier today. He passed by me going like double the speed limit. I got him 57 earlier, and then I just got him 47 here. So.
Yeah, the only reason I pulled him over was because me and another deputy was stuck at a vehicle without fuel up the road. He came pretty close and then he hit the crash barrier to avoid us seeing what was going on with that.
If you jump out the car, I'll give you food.
Hold on, let me just jump out.
Yeah, I clocked him going 47. So.
Well, he already admitted when we pulled up that he was speeding.
Fucking know why.
Thing is, as Coast Guard, he shouldn't be speeding.
Oh no, he shouldn't, and he's already been given a ticket today. I'd say give him another ticket.
For the next half hour or so.
Yeah, probably.
So.
I reckon I should get his
I need to
CO involved.
Just click hashtag.
I'm debating it.
I have no idea. Why can't I put my beanie?
It's not the first time, is it?
No, I pulled him over even earlier today. Plus, with his comments essentially saying, "Oh, I'll just go to the beach to speed." Yeah, that's.
Coast Guard, it's all done for you. Literally, you gotta do some training for
contact.
fire. You gotta do some self-discipline.
SD Coast Guard.
What training do you do?
Send it.
What kind of military training?
Can I get a supervisor above Bruce Malone to essentially before the entrance of Coast Guard base?
Why do they need a supervisor?
Ethan, just give me a few minutes.
10-4.
Got him out?
Yeah, there's one coming.
I don't understand why they need a supervisor. Like, I've done nothing wrong. All they said was I swerved hard right, and that's it, and they need 2 bloody units to pull me over. Like, what the fuck?
If you call it speed, then that's...
Yeah, no, I got him 47, so I
Maybe you should drive normal.
There was a car in the middle of the road. What else am I meant to do?
Well, Bruce, are you on duty or are you on your way to work?
Testing out your brand new car, I
I'm
get
on
it. People
duty.
get it
I
out
was
of control.
just waiting for something to do.
Twice.
I was
No,
just
no,
coming
no,
back
you-
from helping someone else.
You were off duty when they stopped you, so they don't need the supervisor.
Did you say how far out it was?
You know. Wink, wink.
Pardon?
Is he on the boat?
If you
Hold on.
weren't on duty heading here, they
Well, technically I wasn't, because I'm not. I don't even think I'm signed on as cop. like, signed on. So does that mean technically I'm not on duty? And I'm
He is
coming
signed
back
on.
to sign on.
Plus,
I
he's in
guess.
uniform.
Mm,
So
that's
they
more
don't need
enough.
a supervisor.
Right then.
That's
I think you
what
can
I'm
hear him
thinking.
approaching actually. I hear an engine getting closer.
What else can go wrong? Like, everything. Oh, bloody hell, I've got so many messages to answer.
Can you tell him that?
So what was his last time you got him for? In what zone?
Speeding, he was going 57 and 30. I got him at the same exact spot.
I don't see why they need
Really?
2 units and a supervisor. My supervisor down.
What was the location again?
Supervisor can come down.
There he is.
For SD.
Supervisor back there.
Here we go. I don't understand why. I bet you it's because I got my pistol out.
User left your channel.
So, the issue that we have here, I mean, this is the second time I've got him speeding. Second, same exact spot. He seems to have no care. But besides that, when we were talking to him, he made the excuse, he wanted to test out his new car. That I don't have a problem with. First time, sure, you were testing out your new car. Second or third time, it's not testing out your new car. And he's saying, oh, well, I would just do it at the airfield, but, oh, well, I'm not going to do it there because I'm going to get in trouble. And then he made the comment of, okay, I'm just going to do it on the beach because you can't touch us there.
Also, at the same time, the initial reason for this stop was I'm not sure if you've been up towards Clinic recently, but there's a Dodge Ram in the middle of the road what was protecting other traffic members, other parts of traffic. He came within inches of hitting me and another deputy's patrol car, and then swerved hard and he nearly hit the crash barrier and drove off. So I didn't catch his speed, obviously, because I wasn't in my patrol car for the radar to activate, but the manner of his driving was questionable.
Okay, well, in terms of his driving, deal with it however you guys see fit. Just
The issue is in full uniform, plus he also is fully signed in.
Yeah, that's going to be an issue with us.
User
but
left your
It's
channel.
going to be more like a
User joined your
disciplinary, to be
channel.
honest.
User joined your channel.
I'm happy with leaving it with you. If you need the evidence, so we can always provide it. And I don't look for handing out citations here, there, and everywhere. I look more for education than anything else.
Well, in terms of his driving, like I say, do what you have to. I don't give a shit, really. If you want to find him, go ahead and find him. He deserves it. If you don't, then whatever. We'll be having to deal with the fact he's on duty and doing this and that.
Well, what we'll do then, I'm happy with leaving that as it is for us and just allow your chain of command to handle it then.
Yeah, no worries. Right. Fucking hell.
How do you put the radio on?
Huh?
Put the radio on.
I got the radio on. No, hold on. Let me turn my radio off. Yes.
But the main reason why we contacted you guys, he's in full uniform and he was looking like he was, in all honesty, about to run. So.
Okay.
User in your channel timed out.
So.
Still, I don't still understand why you would pull me over, like, for swerving out of a way of a object in the middle of the road. Check back on my GoPro.
User entered your
Swear
channel.
I never went anywhere near you.
I don't remember him going within 10 meters of you.
On top of that, sir, I didn't catch you, but my colleague here, he caught you doing 47 in a 30 again. And that was pretty much right outside the entrance to this road.
And this is the second time that I've caught you going speeding by us. By me.
What's you?
So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave it with your CO to handle it. And we're going to leave it at that, okay? Have a nice day, sir.
I need to see this,
Thank
because
you.
like, I didn't even go anywhere near you.
Would you like anything else from us for whatever you?
I mean, if you can get the footage done quite easily, it would be nice to have it. But,
I will quite happily send you my GoPro footage, and you can see I was on my side of the road. I did not swerve in any sort of way. Not even lying, right? What's your name? I'll send you my GoPro footage.
Well, everything's up to you now. I'll go ahead and get you that footage.
No. I want to speak to this officer. I want to send him my GoPro footage because he's giving false accusations. Apparently, me speeding.
Pronunciation.
Shut up. I'm not even being funny, like.
to be honest with you, mate, I'd just recommend you leave it, considering you're getting away without even getting a ticket. Now you're trying to chase it up. You're gonna make him double check.
I'm just saying, like,
Ryan,
he's
shut up and
just
listen, right? Shut up and listen. You're gonna make him double check his GoPro. Okay, you've checked your GoPro. He might find out you've done something different, and then you will get a fucking ticket. You've been blessed and let off with a ticket, right? And you're just digging a deeper hole.
I still don't understand why you would like say that I swerved right in front of him when I was like my side of the road. It still makes no bloody sense why you would make up something like that. I was on my side of the road.
Digging yourself a bigger hole.
There's nothing wrong with it. Really, mate, I'm just trying to state the facts.
Being let off of a ticket, right? And you're making a big deal out of it.
I'm not making a big deal.
What you're doing right now is making a big deal out of it.
Just saying, I'm not making a deal. It's like bullshit at the end of the day that he's just started making stuff up like this. But hey ho.
I'm just gonna tell you, next time if we have to pull him over again, he's getting a reckless operation of a vehicle. Which would be misdemeanor.
User joined your channel.
And even there, he's literally speeding by.
It was actual armor physics.
Drive onto the base like that again, Ryan, and you'll be fucking walking on it.
But yeah.
So I was about to tell him, but I just checked back on my body cam. It was more desync than anything else, to be honest. You don't get a chance to check it before you're handling all this, so fair enough. I was gonna let him off with that, but if he kept up with his attitude, then he'd have been definitely getting a speeding ticket. So it was a good thing he drove off.
Oh yeah, no, you're lucky because he's lucky he was dealing with you. Because if it was me, I would have given him a reckless, which is a B misdemeanor, right on the spot. I mean, his attitude was completely uncalled for, especially in Ghost Guard.